The room is quiet, but my heart's still loud. Your shadows even when you're not around. I kept your name in the back of my mind, like a song I was scared to leave behind. Every promise still echoes in my chest. I replay the nights we never said goodbye to yet. I was holding on, you were already free. I was learning love, you were leaving me. You left before I learned how to let you go. Before the pain had a name, before I knew how to breathe. When the world moves on and I'm standing still, holding you. You lived before I learned how to say goodbye now. Every memory teaches me why letting go hurts more than I ever knew. When I lost myself trying not to lose you, I still hear your voice in the late night rain. In every silence you still remain. I built my life around what we were. Now I'm lost in what we're not anymore. I was fighting time, you were gone too fast. I was dreaming futures, you were the past. You left before I learned how to let you go. Before the pain had a name, before I knew how to breathe. When the world moves on and I'm standing still, holding you. You lived before I learned how to say goodbye now. Every memory teaches me why letting go hurts more than I ever knew. When I lost myself trying not to lose you. Maybe someday I'll forgive the night you ran. Maybe someday I'll understand that loving you was never wrong. I just stayed when you were already gone. You left before I learned how to let you go. Before my heart was ready to break in two. Now I'm learning slowly how to be strong. Even when every road leads back to you. You left before I learned how to say goodbye. But I'm still here learning how to survive. If love was the lesson you put me through, I'll carry it on, even without you. Another night, another memory calling my name. We were sitting on the edge of time, watching shadows grow and fade in light. Your laughter felt so close back then, like forever was still in our hands. Every word we didn't say still echoes when the night turns gray. I thought the moment would never end, but moments lie, they just pretend. We didn't know how fragile we were. Dreams felt heavy, hearts unsure. We were older than yesterday, but younger than goodbye. Holding on to broken promises we swore would never die. Late nights, quiet streets, your name still echoes in my head. We talked about tomorrow like it was already real. Picked out dreams we never got to feel. Your coffee cold beside my hand. We planned a world we couldn't stand. Every promise felt so true, but time was never on our side. I held on, you slowly knew. Some loves don't survive the fight. We almost had a life together, almost watched the years go by, almost stayed through every weather, almost learned to say goodbye. We were standing on forever, but forever passed us by. I still hear you in the rain. Every silence says your name. You moved on, I stayed the same, learning how to live with pain. I replay those final days, words we never said out loud. Love slipped through our shaky faith, like a promise breaking down. We almost had a life together, almost built a home inside, almost healed each other's pressure, almost learned how love survives. We were closer than forever, but forever chose goodbye. Maybe another time we would have made it through, if love had waited just one side, if I had waited too. We almost had a life together, almost everything we dreamed. Now you're just a gentle letter from a life we couldn't keep. We were close to something better, but close was all we'd ever be. We almost had a life together. We met under borrowed stars, smiling like we didn't know the cost. Every word we tried to hide still found a way into our hearts. Your hand was shaking next to mine, like it knew this wasn't right. But love doesn't ask for time, it only asks to stay alive. We were careful, we were quiet, but feel don't obey. Every glance was a confession. Every silence screamed your name. We loved each other in the wrong lifetime. Too soon or maybe too late. Hearts were ready but the world said no. So we learned how to hesitate. Destiny had been kinder if fate had just aligned. Maybe we'd be forever, but we loved each other in the wrong lifetime. I still hear you when it rains, and songs we never dared to play. Your name lives between my breaths like a truth I couldn't say. We built a home inside a moment and watched it fade away. Two souls passing in the dark with nothing left but yesterday. We did our best to walk away, pretend this love was small, but some feelings leave a scar no goodbye can cure at all. We loved each other in the wrong lifetime. When love was a borrowed flame, we held on just long enough to feel the beauty and the pain. If I had one wish left, I'd turn back time, not to change who we were, just the lifetime we were given to try. Maybe in another world where promises aren't breaking, we'd wake up side by side with no hearts left aching. If love remembers everything, then maybe someday I'll find you waiting for me somewhere in the lifetime that's finally kind. We loved each other in the wrong lifetime, but the love was always real. Even now, even apart, it's the deepest thing I feel. Some loves aren't meant to last, but they never truly die. They just live forever in the wrong lifetime of our lives. Slow guitar fades gently, drums soft and heartbeat slows. A love remembered, not forgotten. Silence remains. Night feels quiet, memories start to speak. I saw the signs written on the wall. Every reason told me I should fall. The road was open, the door was wide, but something in my heart stayed on your side. I could have walked away that night, left the pain, escaped the fight. But love is more than fear and tears. It's standing still through all these years. Does my heart still believe? Every silence cut me deep. Lonely nights with words unsaid to sleep. I learned to breathe through every down, to love you when you shut me out. I knew the cost, I felt the weight. Still I waited, still I stayed. So love doesn't need a sound. It survives by staying around. I stayed when leaving was easier, when giving up made more sense then. I stood my ground, I broke my pride, just to hold what we once had. I stayed through storms I couldn't see. Today you barely noticed me. I stayed when leaving was easier, because love doesn't always leave. Maybe one day you'll understand what it means to take this step. I didn't stay to be a hero. I stayed because I couldn't let go. I stayed when leaving was easier, not because I didn't feel the pain, but some hearts are built to suffer, just to keep love from fading away. I stayed even when it broke me inside, even when I stood alone in there. I stayed when leaving was easier, and I'd still make the same choice twice. Soft guitar fading, some lovely, some love stays. The room is quiet, but my heart's still loud. The shadows here even when you're not around. I kept your name in the back of my mind like a song I was scared to leave behind. Every promise still echoes in my chest. I replay the nights we never said goodbye to yet. I was holding on, you were already free. I was learning love, you were leaving me. You left me for that you ran. Maybe someday I'll understand that loving you was never wrong. I just stayed when you were already gone. You left before I learned how to let you go, before my heart was ready to break in two. Now I'm learning slowly how to be strong, even when every road leads back to you. You left before I learned how to say goodbye, but I'm still here learning how to survive. If love was the lesson you put me through, I'll carry it on, even without you. You're gone, and I'm still learning how to let you go. Every step was crossing lines. Your eyes said don't let go, while the world said leave her behind. We hid our truth in empty rooms, spoke in shadows, not in names. Every touch felt dangerous, but walking away felt worse than pain. They warned me love would break me, that this road leads to regret. But no one ever taught my heart how to forget. If loving you was a sin, I'd do it again. I'd burn every promise just to feel you once more in my hands. Let heaven close its doors, let the angels look away. If loving you was a sin, I'd choose the fire again and again. We lived between stolen hours, borrowed time we couldn't save. Every goodbye felt like a lie, every smile tried to be brave. I see your face in crowded streets, hear your voice in passing songs. You were never meant to stay, but you were never really gone. I tried to pray this love away, tried to be someone I'm not, but some hearts don't fear damnation when the love is all they've got. If loving you was a sin, I'd do it again. I'd take every scar just to feel your heartbeat within. Let the world still burning. Another night, another memory calling my name. We were sitting on the edge of time, watching shadows grow and fade away. Your laughter felt so close back then, like forever was still in our hands. Every word we didn't say still echoes when the night turns gray. Thought the moment would never end, but moments lie, they just pretend. We didn't know how fragile we were. Dreams felt heavy, hearts unsure. We were older than yesterday, but younger than goodbye. Holding on to broken promises we swore doesn't wait for timing. You said my name like it still meant home, but I was tired of standing alone. I fought the dark when you were gone. Learn how to breathe when love moved on. Every word you tried to say came after all the tears were dry. I needed you back in those days. Now when I learn how to survive, you love me right, just too late. When my heart had learned to close, you reached for me when I let go. That's the hardest truth I know. You love me right, just too late. When I couldn't feel the same, I would've stayed, I would've waited. The timing never played fair. I see regret behind your eyes, like broken stars and empty skies. You're asking me to feel again, but I'm not who I was back then. I needed your hands to hold when my world was falling down. You found my heart when it was cold, after I already found my ground. You love me right, just too late. When the fire had burned to stone, you called my name when I moved on to learning how to be alone. You love me right, just too late. When I couldn't turn around, I wanted us before the pain, before my heart learned how to down. If love had shown up when it should, we might have had a chance. But broken hearts don't work like that. They don't forget the past. Oh, you love me right, just too late. When my scars became my skin, I forgave you, not the fate that let the ending begin. You love me right, just too late. And that's the truth I'll always say. Some love arrives exactly right, just not on time to stay. You love me right, just too late. I walked away with words unsaid, thinking time was on my side. I never knew goodbye could stay long after you said goodnight. Every shadow knows your face, every memory pulls me back. I thought love would always wait. Now I'm lost in what I lack. I apologize to the silence you left behind, to the nights I still silence knows what I've done. Your laughter lives in empty air, like a song I can't replace. I still feel you everywhere, in every step, in every place. I was blind when love was near. Now I see too late to track. Your absence is the loudest fear, echoing every lie. I apologize to the silence you left behind, to the dreams that slowly died. If forgiveness crossed your mind, I'd be there without pride. I apologize. I apologize, though you're gone. The silence sings your electric guitar. Slow bends, nostalgic tone. If silence could hear my pain, it would speak your name tonight. If love could breathe again, I'd hold you one last time. I apologize to the silence you left behind, to the heart I left in doubt. I would trade all my time just to hear your voice out loud. I apologize, though you're gone. Silence knows you were the one. The night feels longer than before. I hold your name like it's still mine, like time forgot to draw the line. Your picture fades, but not the pain. Some loves don't leave, they just remain. I knew the end was drawing near, still hold you, never disappear. Nothing hurts like loving what's already gone, like home. Your voice still lives inside my head, and all the things we never said. I read between the lines we broke, every promise, every hope. I saw the signs, I felt the truth, still chose the lie of holding you. Nothing hurts like loving what's already gone, like chasing life that's almost gone. I stayed too long, you moved along, now every night feels twice as long. Nothing hurts like loving what's already gone, like standing still while life goes on. I gave you more than I should have done. Nothing hurts like loving what's already gone. If letting go is what it takes, I'll carry all my own mistakes. Loving you was never wrong, I just held on a little too long. Nothing hurts like loving what's already gone, but I'm still standing, moving on. I'll leave your ghost where it belongs, in memories that made me strong. Nothing hurts like loving what's already gone, but I won't bleed from it forever on. I lost myself, but now I've grown. Nothing hurts like loving what's already gone. Some love stays even after it's gone. Night feels quiet, memories start to speak. I saw the sign written on the wall, every reason told me I should fall. The road was open, the door was wide, but something in my heart stayed on your side. I could have walked away that night, left the pain to stay the fight. But love is more than fear and tears. Standing still through all these years, I stand when leaving was easier, held on with hope that we can feel. By the world that said to let it go, I chose the heart silence cut me deep. Lonely nights were words unsaid to sleep. I learned to breathe through every doubt, to love you and you shut me out. Need a cost, I felt the weight. Still I waited, still I stayed. From love doesn't need a sound. But survive by staying around. I stayed when leaving was easier. When giving up made more sense then. I stood my ground, I broke my pride, just to hold what we once had. I stayed through storms I couldn't see, through days you barely noticed me. I stayed when leaving was easier, because love doesn't always flee. Maybe one day you'll understand what it means to take this stand. I didn't stay to be a hero, I stayed because I couldn't let go. Still make the same choice twice. Soft, it's all fading, so lovely. So love still. The night feels longer than before.